Hello everyone, good evening. Please start posting whatever doubts you may have regarding CET preparation, and also today CAT shifts B I have, so you can let us know what all shifts you have got. If you need any help in planning what to do in the next almost 25 days to CAT examination, and also if you're preparing for CET, whatever doubts you may have. As we had last Sunday, we have Shivali with us. She will be also be very happy to answer any of your queries regarding CET preparation. So let us know if you have any doubts. And also, before we start, there is an announcement. We have फ्लैश सेल टुडे एंड द नेक्स्ट 2 days. तो हमारे जो भी कोर्सेस है वेबसाइट पे आप लोगों को 20% ऑफ मिलेगा ऑन द सीईटी कोर्सेस. दिस इज अ फ्लैश सेल फॉर टुडे, टुमारो एंड डे आफ्टर टुमारो, and the code for that is JB20, which we will put in the chat box as well. Also, we will be launching offline classes in Dadar and Ghatkopar for CET, sort of a crash course. If you're interested, you can let us know in our DM, inquire about the offline classes. So now, over to you, Shivali, if you want to take up any questions from the chat.
Yeah, we'll just start with the questions itself. So Sarthak is asking on tips for increasing the speed in LR. So I would suggest firstly, I don't know the level of preparation that you are at, but assuming that you at least know the topics, you have given some few sectionals, I would suggest that giving sectionals will definitely help you. And after giving sections, you can find out the areas which you are lacking at, or the time consuming areas. For example, if you're taking puzzles, then I would suggest for puzzles, you might solve at least 7 to 8 puzzles on a daily basis and keep a timer with you, so that the maximum time that you should take for any puzzle should be somewhere around 7 to 8 minutes if it is like a moderate to difficult level of a puzzle. So that is what you can do for for puzzles especially. And for LR, give sectionals, because sectionals will cover everything and you don't have to go and do individual topics. So it will clear your direction sense, critical reasoning, and so on and so forth, all the topics. So that is what I would like to say for LR, for increasing the speed in LR. Anything that Shrikant you would like to add from your end?
Yeah, so I think the only way you can increase is obviously, as you mentioned, is practice. Apart from this, one thing that you can do is, which I used to do, is rough work analysis. I don't know if a lot of students have heard about it. Rough work analysis is nothing but आप कोई भी LR का क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हो, तो आप एक रफ वर्क में उसमें ना बहुत सारे आइट्रेशंस करोगे. जैसे पजल्स अगर सॉल्व कर रहे हो तो 3-4 आइट्रेशंस होते हैं, राइट. आप यहाँ से स्टार्ट करते हो, कभी ए से स्टार्ट करोगे, लाइक 8 पर्सन आर सिटिंग, या फिर इन अ सर्कुलर टेबल, अलग अलग पोजीशन से स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो हम जब हमारे रफ वर्क को देखते हैं, उसमें ही हमको बहुत सारे ऐसे चीजें मिस्टेक्स दिखते हैं जो अननेसेसरली हमने लिखा होगा. तो वन वे टू इंक्रीज योर स्पीड इज टू सी आफ्टर योर सॉल्व योर पेपर, आफ्टर योर सॉल्व योर एलआर, आपका रफ वर्क देखो और उसमें देखो कौन से चीजें थे जो आपने अननेसेसरली लिखे हैं, जिसको आप एलिमिनेट कर सकते हो. और नेक्स्ट टाइम वो लिखने से पहले आप सोचोगे कि इससे मेरे को आंसर के मैं क्लोज जाने वाला हूं या नहीं. सो स्पीड इंक्रीजेस by doing this is because you're reducing unnecessary rough work. So I think that is also one thing that you can try to increase your speed in LR.
Also, I would just like to add one more thing. And when you're giving a sectional or a mock, whatever, when you're analyzing it, also go through all the questions that were correct. So seeing where all you can reduce your time, what all mistakes you have done, and if you can fit in, if you have done a certain puzzle in say 8 minutes, how can you reduce it to 6 minutes? What is the apt way to do it? That is how we can proceed. Yeah.
Correct. So time analysis, suffolk analysis, and more practice. I think, Sarthak, that is your simple 3 steps mantra to increase speed in LR. ठीक है?
So I can see a question where he's asking that quants का basic से preparation कैसे करे. So quants definitely is a section which takes a lot of time, according to me at least, because you have to go through each and every topic individually. For quants, there is geometry, we have algebra, we have modern math. But what you can do is focus more on algebra, because that is how more questions come on algebra part as compared to geometry and modern math. So you can go at least start, if you're starting your preparation, as you said, ki basics se you're going to start. So what you can do is start with algebra, do all the algebra topics. There are 7 to 8 topics in algebra. First, do it step by step. And in each topic, I would suggest at least solve a minimum of 30 to 40 questions to get acquainted with the type of questions that are coming in the exam. And many a times it happens that the pattern will get repeated, the type of question will get repeated, numbers would be different, there would be some iterations. But yeah, I would suggest go start with algebra. Definitely there are a few topics from geometry which come, but the chances of geometry and modern math, the number of questions which come are very less. So you can start with algebra, do a 30 to 40 questions per topic, and take your preparation further.
Correct. I think which topic you start with, I think just wanted to add, which topic you start with makes a lot of impact while you're going for any section in CET, because that is where you build your confidence. So if you start with a section which is, or with a topic which is a little bit easier, तो आपको मन लगा रहेगा. आप स्टार्टिंग में ही एकदम मॉडर्न मैथ्स या ऐसा कोई टॉपिक उठा लोगे जो परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन जिसमें बहुत थियरम्स है, so you'll feel a little bit demotivated in the initial days itself. So as Shivali mentioned, algebra, arithmetic ऐसे टॉपिक्स जो थोड़े easy भी है, ज़्यादा formulas नहीं होते, and बहुत ज़्यादा frequently asked भी है. तो आप लोग को एक हाई प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट ऑफ टॉपिक्स चाहिए तो डेफिनेटली डीएमएस वी हैव अ सिलेबस ट्रैकर जिसमें सारा टॉपिक्स कौन से हाई प्रायोरिटी है, मीडियम प्रायोरिटी है, वो हमने डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके रखा है. So you can get that list from us directly if you DM us. And yeah, as Shivali mentioned, that is how you start your basics for quants.
Also, in the ebooks that we have at Top Percentile, as you mentioned, as Shrikant, you mentioned the priority list. I think the way the topics have been arranged chronologically, that I think that is the way how you should start it in itself.
Yeah,
So if you're starting, then you can definitely refer the ebooks that we have at Top Percentile.
correct. Yeah, they are designed basically with the mindset that which topic you start with and you know how to gain more along the journey. Okay, a lot of questions, guys. Please, while you're on the chat, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ask more questions. Whatever doubts you may have regarding CT prep, please ask away. We have someone who were in your shoes a couple of years ago. Not me, Shivali, but I was like a lot of years back. But yeah, please, whatever doubts you may have, please go ahead and ask.
So I'll take Vivek's questions to how to analyze VARC section. So I would suggest first you can start with RC, because there are a lot of RCs which comes all around 24 RCs, definite 3 to 4 RCs definitely come, which is around 40% of your paper. So you can start with analyzing your RCs and then go with the one-liner questions which are coming up. You can do it either ways, go with the one-liner questions and then maybe RCs. But yeah, and also while analyzing, when it comes to verbal, you can in RC as well, you can see, how there are a lot of times when you get the inference conclusion questions wrong or critical reasoning question wrong. So depending upon what, how much marks you're scoring in which section, you can decide on which topic to give more emphasis on to, because VARC, it's not like quants, like sahi hai to sahi hai, because in many a times in inference conclusion questions as well, you might feel that what you're thinking is right, but the answer might be the other way around. So you can go with that. Either RC first or one-liners and then one-liners or RC.
Correct. Okay, Om Prakash had asked, please guide me. How is SIBM Pune for marketing domain? I am from Kolkata. Okay, so like a one word answer for questions about college is that any college which is tier one college is going to give you a very good future. So no doubt about it, very good college. There is no, a lot of logic in ranking colleges which are already tier one. Like आप IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta में first, second, third rank करने जा रहे हो तो इट विल मेक नो सेंस, बिकॉज आप तीनों कॉलेजेस से एमबीए करोगे तो आपका बहुत अच्छा करियर होने वाला है, एंड सेम गोज फॉर every tier 1 college, because even after you go to the college you have 2 years to perform and show why you went to that college and get the most out of it. So 101% really good college. Also, if you're targeting SIBM Pune, you should also target CET examination and the tier 1 college, which is JBIMS from that. uh, yeah, I think that answers your question.
Yeah, Swaroop is asking, is there any batch starting in December? Definitely, we have offline batch which is also starting in December. So if you're interested in the offline batch, then you can maybe I'll Shrikant. I think you'll give
Yeah,
about. I
they
mean,
can DM us on the number which
yeah.
I have mentioned above.
Yes. I'll take Devashri's question. She's asking 7-8 puzzles. Can you suggest any source? At top percentile, we have ebooks which has ample amount of puzzles. Uh, right from the basic, that is very easy puzzles to very difficult puzzles. So, and different types of puzzles. Take circular, linear, parallel, whatever. So you'll get ample amount of puzzles in the ebooks that we have. So Vivek, I'll take your question further. Uh, he's asking what to do for verbal section on daily basis. I'm weak in basics of vocab and grammar. Should I focus on rules of grammar or something? Firstly, I would suggest start reading something at least for half an hour. It might be a newspaper, it might be a book, anything, but reading will overall help you in verbal. It will increase your comprehension, it will increase your speed. So that is how it will help you in both ways. And for vocab, I would suggest when the day you start giving sectionals, or for even for that matter mocks, you'll come across various words which you don't know. What you can do is just write it down in a book, and then as in how you go ahead, you'll collate a lot of words and you can just revise them. Many a times in CET, what happens is these words get repeated. So in the sectionals, in the mocks, the words or the synonyms, antonyms that you'll get, that will, I mean, 50% of those will definitely get repeated in the CET exam as well. So you can
Correct.
do that. And for grammar, we definitely have at top percentile, we have ebooks for grammar. But what I did was I did 120 rules by Nimisha Bansal. That helped me a lot. So if you're doing those 120 rules, your grammar would be done. I mean, you will definitely get a 5 on 5 is what I'll tell. You can also refer to other sources. I mean, for practice, you can refer to the ebooks that we have at the top percentile.
Yeah, even the grammar rules for in my case, I have done from the ebooks which is there in our portal. All the rules are written in the concept builders, so you can utilize that also if you are good at reading on your own, or else definitely the video suggested would also help you. And yeah, 100% for that vocabulary point that you mentioned. अगर आप जो भी मैंने जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स को देखा है जो JBMS जा रहे हैं, या फिर जो भी स्टूडेंट्स है जो काफी अच्छा लाइक 99 के ऊपर स्कोर कर रहे हैं सीईटी में, आई हैव नोटिस दैट ये स्टूडेंट्स बहुत सारा मॉक्स एंड बहुत सारे एरिया टेस्ट एंड आरसीज पढ़ते हैं, और ये सारे आरसीज और एरिया टेस्ट में इन लोग को बहुत सारे वर्ड्स ऑटोमेटिकली नए नए वर्ड्स दिख जाते हैं, मिलते हैं. तो what I do, what I suggest, what I've seen also a lot of toppers in JBMS do is that वो लोग ना एक WhatsApp ग्रुप बना देते हैं जिसमें वो अकेले हैं, and whatever word that they are coming across, you either make a book or a WhatsApp group and they start posting that new word whatever they have learned in that group. So आप एक हफ्ते में जितने भी नए वर्ड्स आप कम अक्रॉस कर रहे हो वो आप उसने WhatsApp ग्रुप में डाल दो, और हफ्ते के एंड में ना सब एक बार रिवाइज करो. वापस अगले हफ्ते तक जितने भी नए नए वर्ड्स आप कम अक्रॉस करते हो वो ग्रुप में डालो, तो आपके पास एक ऐसा खुद का ही एक वर्ड लिस्ट बन जाएगा, लाइक 500 वर्ड लिस्ट या 600 वर्ड लिस्ट, और दिस इज लाइक अ गोल्डन वर्ड लिस्ट फॉर यू विच विल हेल्प यू इन सीईटी एग्जामिनेशन. बिकॉज ये जो मॉक्स में या सेक्शनल टेस्ट में भी जो वर्ड्स आते हैं, ये भी सब हॉट वर्ड्स एंड गोल्डन वर्ड्स जो भी रहता है जो आने के चांसेस ज्यादा है एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट में, वही होता है. सो that is a much more curated ways of going through vocabulary, which is again, as Shivali mentioned, very interesting and very good way to go about it.
So I'll take a question by Vivek. He's asking something for profile building while preparation. So it will depend upon which stream you want to go in, either finance or marketing or operations. What I did was there are a lot of courses on Udemy, or there is FinShiksha, there's FinLadder. There are a lot of different platforms that you can do courses from, depending upon your interest. If you want to do in marketing, you can do digital marketing. and so on and so forth, finance. There are a lot of courses which you can do. So yeah, you can do it from all these platforms.
So I also get a lot of students asking कि कॉलेज में जाने से पहले क्या कोर्स करना चाहिए बट देर आर लॉट ऑफ डेलीजेंट स्टूडेंट्स जो एक्चुअल में करते हैं बट मैं आई एम नॉट अ वेरी डेलीजेंट स्टूडेंट सो व्हाट आई सजेस्ट स्टूडेंट्स इज दैट आप जब कॉलेज में भी जाओगे तो आपके पास 2 साल रहेंगे और प्रेपरेशन करने के लिए कोर्स बिल्ड करने के सो नाउ फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी शुड बी टू क्रैक दिस एग्जामिनेशन एंड गेट क्लैरिटी of what to do to crack this profile for better score like a 99.99 score in CET rather than focusing on building your profile because priority is to get into a tier 1 college. So yes, so students who are already consistent, who are completely giving mocks area test एकदम अच्छे से हर दिन एटलीस्ट 50 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे, देन आप सोचना प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग का, देन आप जो शिवाली ने बोला वो सारे कोर्सेज करना. बट अगर आप दिन में एक मतलब 10 क्वेश्चन भी नहीं कर रहे हो एंड देन आपको प्रोफाइल बिल्डिंग पे सोच रहे हो तो इज जस्ट लाइक अ डिस्क्लेमर फ्रॉम माय एंड कि think that way also. Okay, a lot of big questions out here.
Yeah.
So there is a question by Rocky. Can anyone with 4 years of gap work ex get shortlist from top companies in placements, or he or she has to settle with 10 to 15 LPA in JBIMS? So I have already shown a lot of in our mentorship sessions. I've shown a lot of profiles of students with 4 years of gap getting into management consulting. So when I was in EY, there were a lot of batchmates of mine who had like 3 years and 4 years of gap who got the same package as me and got the same role as me. So that's not the case, Rocky. You can focus
Also,
on, yeah,
yeah, in my batch, I had people who had 4+ years of experience, but have landed in very good companies and very good role. So I don't think so that is going to matter.
yeah. I think
Aditi is
there
asking,
is a question
yeah.
for you, I think.
Yeah,
How
how
many
many
hours
hours
did
do
you
you
study?
study? So I used to be consistent, to be frank. It I used to study somewhere around 6 to 8 hours on a daily basis, which used to include mocks, sectionals, even during my preparation. So somewhere around 6 to 8 hours, but more than the number of hours that you're putting in, what matters is how much you are in. I mean, it depends. It depends from person to person. You might take 16 hours. I might take 8 hours. Somebody might take even lesser hours. People here also, I mean, they do job and they crack CT as well. So it is very subjective. It doesn't depend upon the hours, but how much your grasping power is and a lot of things into it. So
There
yeah.
is one more last question which is very, very interesting for me is that did you have self-doubt?
Yes, I did. When I cracked it for the first time, I didn't because I scored I scored a 98.23. So I was like, ठीक है, I might, I was very confident कि हो जाएगा करके next time. But then, yeah, I mean, I did self-doubt myself in the second and the third attempt कि होगा नहीं होगा because there are a lot of people giving CET. There are limited number of seats. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
To
it's fine.
Adit, to Aditi, I'll just say that everyone in JBIMS has doubted that they will not be in
Absolutely.
JBIMS, including me, including all the 10 years पहले के जो batchmate seniors हैं. Everyone does this self-doubt वाला thing. But that is a challenge. I mean, you have to come across.
So I see this question where Krishna is asking, I would like to know in which month the academic session starts usually. Is it feasible to pursue CFA while into the B school? It is absolutely feasible to pursue CFA while you're in the B school. A lot of people do that. A lot of people even give even clear 2 levels of CFA. So that is not a problem because even your academics is somewhere going to help you in cracking CFA. And even the percentage of CA, I mean, around 50% of the people who attempt CFA do clear it. So you can absolutely do that. There is no problem at all.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are students I have seen in who came to JB, gave CFA, and also gave CAT once more just for the sake of, giving competitive examination, cracked CAT, cracked CFA, and also cracked a very good job, summer placement in JB. So, yes, it is possible, 100%. Okay, we have a 99.9 percentiler already who's asking what did your daily schedule look like during your preparation and how many hours were you studying each day? I think you answered this
Yeah.
question just
So
a
when
while.
I started my preparation after my first attempt, when I full-fledgedly started my preparation, I went through all the basics. Like I did quants, I did verbal, I did all the four sections individually, by its own. And then I started giving mocks. I started giving I start first I started giving sectionals, and then I started giving mocks. I think mocks and sectional is something that helped me a lot because no matter how much preparation you put into it, when you give mock or a sectional, you understand your level of preparation, because when you're solving individually topics, you take a lot of time. You don't see the timer and everything. But when you sit for 2.5 hours, you sit for 60 minutes, say for a sectional, then you understand, how the problem, I mean, even you get confidence because at the end you have to sit for 2.5 hours and give the exam. So that is how my schedule looked like. And towards the exam, what I used to do is I used to give mocks alternatively. For around 2 months, I gave mocks on an alternative basis, wherein the next day when I used to not give a mock, I used to analyze, I mean, the day prior when I used to give a mock, I used to analyze it and find out what are the sections that I need to work on. And I used to work on that, maybe a topic, maybe any section. And then again, I used to give a mock. So starting now, I would suggest you can give at least one mock per week and then increase gradually, maybe two mocks per week. And towards Jan, Feb, March, you can be like three mocks per week and so on. Also, I would like to tell that we'll be coming up with these sessions every Wednesday and Sunday. So at 8 p.m. So please do like, share, and subscribe this video so that you will be updated. You can ask your questions, we'll solve your doubts uh, till the exam.
Yeah. Uh, okay, a lot of questions about work experience, freshers, and everything. A very short answer to that is if you are in a tier 1 B school, then it doesn't matter. It is in your hand that you get the highest package or not. Fresher can get the highest package, or more experienced person can also get the highest package. Depends on how you perform in your interview and how you build your profile during your 2 years in MBA.
Yashaswini is asking, is level of difficulty one of Arun Sharma accurate for CET? So what I would personally suggest, many people would say yes also to this question, but what I would personally suggest is going for a CET prep, CET focused uh, material. I would definitely, I mean, I have myself used the ebooks which are there at top percentile that have helped me a lot. Because the thing is, at the end, you have to give C. If you are focusing on CET, then what happens is a lot of times the questions which come in CET, especially for cons, the pattern remains the same. I mean, no, I would say 70-80% of the time the pattern of the questions remains the same. So if you're solving CET based questions, then that will definitely help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Prasanna is asking, can you tell any strategy or tips to solve LR passage one puzzle more quicker?
I think Prasanna, for puzzles, the only key is practice. And also, in puzzles, there are various types of puzzles. So, firstly, one should be acquainted with the types of puzzles which come in the exam so that your reaction time decreases. When you see a type of puzzle, you know how to at least go forward with it. Because even if you're taking a circular arrangement puzzle, many people put it in a straight line and solve it. Some people do it in a circular manner, draw a circle and then solve it. So it is very important to know the subtype of the puzzles, and at least solve. You should have an idea about how to go with a particular puzzle if it is coming in the exam. So, and practicing 7 to 8 puzzles, I have been saying this from the first video that we started. Practicing 7 to 8 puzzles on a daily basis is a must. If not 7 to 8, if you have like a less time, at least 4 to 5 puzzles, because it won't take much time. Four puzzles, if you're considering 8 minutes, 30 odd minutes is something that you will need. So at least 4 to 5 puzzles a day. If you are preparing for CT on a full-fledged basis, so 7 to 8 puzzles is a must. I mean, that is how you'll improve your accuracy and your speed at the same time.
Correct. And apart from that, if you want, shortcut tricks and, different ways of solving a puzzle, we have really good videos on LR on our portal made by the toppers of CET examination and JBIMS alumni. I think those will also help you in changing your perspective of how you should tackle each and every puzzle. There, I think, 2 to 3 different types of videos on how to select puzzles in our portal. So you should definitely, have a look at it if possible.
So, Vivek is asking what would be the plan of action of strategy from this point of time till exam day? As there will be different exams which are coming up. Please tell if it is possible to get into JBIMS if I'm a moderate level of preparation. Absolutely, giving a lot more exams. If you're even if you're not cracking them, it will increase your confidence. It will boost your confidence. So on the D day, you won't be like, ki, how will the paper go? How will I start with it? You will already be having some kind of experience because I mean, I personally would suggest giving a lot of exams at the same time because it boosts your confidence if you're scoring well once you get the percentile and you're getting acquainted with just the just the environment of sitting in a hall and giving an exam, so that definitely helps. And about the strategy, I would suggest, as we have just 5 months left now, I'll definitely suggest you to start with mocks, at least one per week on a day, on a weekly basis. And then as and when you go ahead, as and when you increase your preparation levels, you can give two per week. And then from Jan or Feb, I would suggest giving on an alternative basis or three per week at least, because that is mocks is how you will increase your score eventually.
Correct. Is there physical Swaroop, you can DM us, so we'll guide you on what is included and not. And there is one interesting question by Warrior saying he is from a Marathi background and students are expected to speak in English while they come into JBMS. I don't know about your batch, Shivali, but there were students in my batch who were not, even able to speak a single sentence in English the day they entered into JB, but they worked so hard that one of them got into investment banking in JP Morgan. So that is the level of effort the students take. So it doesn't matter that your communication is weak today. What matters is on the day of interview is your communication better, and there is a lot of time, Warrior, from today till the day you go to the interview. 2 साल से ज़्यादा टाइम है, तो आपका कम्युनिकेशन ऑब्वियसली आप इम्प्रूव कर सकते हो। और मैंने बहुत सारे एग्जांपल्स देखे हैं मेरे बैच में, एंड आई होप आपके बैच में भी रहेंगे स्टूडेंट्स।
या एंड आई वुड सजेस्ट कि जैसे कि हम वर्बल के लिए, सीईटी के लिए वी प्रिपेयर फॉर वर्बल, वेर
या
इन इवन इफ यू स्टार्ट रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर just for half an hour, that is also going to improve your I mean, at least you will be in confident enough to at least speak something, if not 100% in, I mean, English, or even in your interviews. And definitely in JBMS, we do have induction, we do have a lot things that goes into it, for your preparation. How do you take up HR questions? How should you prepare and everything? So don't worry about that. That will be done. Even if you put in effort, you start reading, you start speaking with people in English, that will, I mean, it is not something that you can't improve on.
करेक्ट।
Yeah.
Rishi, if you have the offer letter, etc., then it will be counted as work experience. So don't worry about that. Any
Uh,
more questions, Shivali, you would like to take, or we'll close?
I'll take just last question. So Leo is asking, the grammar video that I suggested is of 11 hours. Yes, it is of 11 hours, but I would bet that you will get a 5 on 5 marks in grammar. I mean, you will definitely have to go through the rules twice, thrice, because there are 120 rules and you tend to forget for sure. But if you do that, if you put in effort once, it is like putting in effort once, but eventually your grammar will improve. You will definitely, I mean, out of the 50, if you say five marks are also very precious. I mean, those are very low hanging fruits that you can definitely get, because it is like, if you know it, you know it. If you don't know, though, there's no point even solving the grammar question. You might think there is, I mean, कुछ दूसरा error होगा, पर you might think कि नहीं नहीं ये है. So if, I mean, it is better to do grammar.
Yeah, 100% agreed.
And for practice, we have ebooks. You can practice a lot. Practice will definitely help you in improving your grammar.
Correct. Okay, I think we have covered a lot of questions. Again, we will be back on Sunday. At the same time, we'll be answering your questions. One or two questions that in the last I'll take is Tejas is asking, got 99.13. Any mocks alongside test funda and TTP? I think test funda and TTP mock, अगर आप हमारे पोर्टल पे देखोगे तेजस, there are 53 mocks, which is more than enough. आप 53 mocks करने के बाद में आप चाहिए तो आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करके IMS टाइम वगैरह का mocks दे सकते हो. But I personally feel that these 53 mocks are more than enough. We have PYQs also, 6 PYQs, so I think that is good enough. And the students targeting non-Maharashtra students targeting JBIMS should target 99.98. That was the last All India seat student ka score this year who gave MAT examination. And I'll be making a video on that Arul soon. All India seats in JBIMS ke upar. So stay tuned for that. And thank you once again, everyone, for joining us on a weekday, giving us your time. I hope we would be able to help you in future as well. Thank you once again, Shivali, also for taking out time and joining our live.
No problem.
Thank you. Chalo, bye bye, guys.